Hello, good day. How are you today? You're good, right? Okay, are you ready for today's lesson? You are? That is good. Today in civic education, we're going to be looking at civic participation. Okay? Our topic for today in civic education is on civic participation. So are we ready for the lesson? So in today's lesson, we're going to be looking at the meaning of civic participation, forms of civic participation, civic responsibility, ethics in civic participation, lastly, voting and election. So first, let's look at the meaning of civic participation. Okay? We're ready, right? Civic participation refers to the active involvement of individuals in their community, society, or government affairs. It encompasses a range of activities through which people contribute to the well-being of their community, exercise their rights, and take part in decision-making processes. Civic participation can include actions such as voting, volunteering, community service, attending public meetings, advocating for social issues, and engaging with local government. Okay? Do you understand? Civic participation refers to the active involvement of individuals in their community, society, or government affairs. It involves various activities through which people contribute to the well-being of their community, exercise their rights, and play a role in decision-making processes. Do you understand that? Civic participation means actively in getting involved in your community or society. So it includes things like voting, volunteering, and speaking up about issues you care about. It's all about playing a part in making your community a better place. Okay? So let's look at forms of civic participation. We have mentioned some. So the forms of civic participation include voting, participating in elections to choose representatives and influence public policies, exercising your right to vote in elections, volunteering, donating time and skills to organizations or causes that address community needs. Okay? Donating your time to help others or support community projects. Volunteering. Community service. Undertaking activities that directly benefit the local community, such as cleaning up public spaces or assisting elderly. Taking part in activities that directly benefit your local community. That is community service. Advocacy and activism. Speaking out for a cause. Raising awareness and advocating for positive change. Okay? Speaking up for a cause or working to bring about positive change. So all these are forms of civic participation. Okay? Voting, volunteering, community service, advocacy, and activism. Do you understand? Attending public meetings, participating in town hall meetings, joining community organizations, okay? All these are forms of civic participation. Now let's look at civic responsibility. Civic responsibility is the duties and responsibilities of citizens which they have towards their community and nation, okay? Which is voting, exercising the right to vote in elections to shape the direction of the community or nation. Do you understand? respecting laws, adhering to and respecting the legal framework that governs society. You respect laws. Community service, volunteering time, and skills to address community needs and improve the well-being of others. Environmental stewardship, taking responsibility for the environment by adopting sustainable practices and being mindful of resource use. Take care of the environment. Okay? So civic responsibility means doing your part as a member of the society. And it includes things like voting, following the laws, respecting the laws, community service, helping your community, keeping the environment clean. It's about being an active and responsible citizen. Okay? Do you understand? Now let's look at ethics in civic participation. Ethics in civic participation involves making moral and principled decisions when engaging in civic activities. Okay? And it includes honesty and integrity, upholding truthfulness and integrity in interactions with others and civic actions. Respect for diversity, valuing and respecting the diverse perspectives, backgrounds, and opinions within the community. Everybody is not the same. Everyone comes from different culture, so you respect them. You respect their different perspective. You respect others' opinion, even if it doesn't match with yours. You respect their background. Okay? Fairness and just. Advocating for fairness, just, and equal opportunities for all members of society. Civility in discourse. Engaging in respectful and constructive communication, even when opinions differ. Social responsibility. Acknowledging the impact of personal actions on society and striving to contribute positively. Okay? So ethics in civic education is all about making good moral choices when you are involved in your community. It means being honest, treating others with respect, and standing up for fairness and justice. Being ethical in civic activities contributes to a healthy and positive society. Do you understand? Good. Now let's look at voting and election. We've been hearing of voting, right? Voting is the process by which individuals express their preferences or choices in selecting representatives or deciding on issues. It's a fundamental right in democracies, allowing citizens to participate in decision making and contributing to the functioning of their government. An election is a formal process where individuals known as candidates compete for positions of authority or to represent others. Elections can be ranged from local to national levels and may include various stages like primaries, caucuses, and general elections. The candidate who receives the most votes typically wins the position. Okay, do you understand? Voting is when you pick your favorite candidate or decide on an issue. It's like expressing your choice in a democratic system. And election is a formal context where people compete for jobs or positions, okay? It's like a competition, and the person with the most votes usually wins, okay? So in summary, voting is the act of expressing your choice, and an election is the organized process where candidates compete for specific roles and the public decides who get those roles through voting. Both are essential in democratic governance. Okay? Do you understand? So today's lesson on civic participation, we understood everything we talked about, right? We looked at the meaning of civic participation, forms of civic participation, civic responsibilities and ethics, voting and election. So we understood everything we talked about in today's lesson. So I'm sure we're going to be able to do our assignment, right? It's easy, right? Okay, that is good.